Date is June 15th, 2020. So far we have been the audited supplier of MIC and issued by SGS. Okay. So, yes, okay. So now I'd like to show you our certificates for ISO 9001. Yes, okay, thank you. So you can see this is our certificate, the most updated, latest edition. You know, just 3 weeks ago, and quality management system teacher from Nanjing and Beijing came to our company to make the yearly certification. So this is the new edition, and NGV organization issued us the quality management system certificate about ISO 9001 to us. So you can see the certificate is valued for the following scope: supplier of alloy castings and forgings. This is our certificate number. Everything is clear, shown on the certificate. You can see. Okay. Thank you. So, this one. This certificate is about environmental management system. Yes, this certificate is valid for the following scope: also supply of alloy castings and forgings and size. So, this is our company name. Okay, so you can see, so far our company is in accordance with the environmental management system, complies with GBT 24001 2016, ISO 14001 2050. Yes, you can see this is our certificate number, certificate date, just this year, certificate date, December 1st, 2021. So you can see IFCNAS International Organization issued the certificate to us. Another certificate is about occupational health and safety management system. This certificate complies with GBT 45001 2020, ISO 45001 2018. So this certificate is also valid for the following scope: supply of alloy castings and forgings and size. So you can see our certificate number, certificate date, certificate valid date, date of initial certification. Okay, this is our unified social credit code of the certified organization. So you can see. So just now you learned that all the certificates from EB China. So also, so far EB China has owned 22 patents for our alloy products and production process. So far, yes. So you can see that EB China is not only a foundry, not only a sales company, but also focus on our technology and research. So we would like to spend much more time on writing some technical materials to conclude our study and our research. Also our practice on our high alloy castings, forgings, and production process and production equipment. So you can see we are also a high-tech company. So in the near future, we will spend much more time and energy on research and development of new metal materials such as cobalt alloy, nickel alloy, ceramics. Ceramics, also the cement lining technology to improve the capacity of our cement mills worldwide. Okay, so today I'd like to introduce more information about our nickel alloy products. Okay, so you can see our PowerPoint. Okay, so today my speech is about nickel alloy. Yes, also from EB China. So this section we introduce the nickel alloy. So what is nickel alloy? Actually, nickel is a very expensive element. Also, it's a transitional metal element. Okay. So nickel resource on our Earth is rich resources, but it is a natural nickel iron alloy. Yes. Okay. Yes. So not only nickel plates, nickel sheets, nickel coins. All these materials come from nickel ores, nickel iron ores. Okay. Yes. Okay. Next page. Okay, so in this section you can see the physical properties of nickel alloy. Actually, nickel is a silver white metal. So this is the color. This is the color of the nickel, and the melting point. Melting point is 1,453 centigrade. Okay, also very high temperature. And the boiling point is 2,800 centigrade. The main physical properties are the density. Yes, from this page you can see the density of the nickel and the specific heat capacity. Yes, so very professional. Okay, the density. So, Mr. Hu, do you know? Could you please read the density of the nickel? What's the density?
The temperature.
Yeah. Density is yes 8.9. Yes, 8.9 gram. Yes, per cubic meters, and yes, at the melting point. Okay, just when we measure the density, it refers, it has different values at the different temperature. About this sentence, at the melting point, that's just at the temperature of 1,453 centigrade, the density of liquid nickel is just, the density is low. It's just 7.9 gram per cubic meters. Yes, a little different, about one gram. Okay, so in the second part, we mentioned specific heat capacity. So in the temperature range of from 0 to 1,000 centigrade, the heat capacity can change from 420 to 620 G. Yes. Yes. Can you see? Okay. There is a significant peak near the Curie temperature of the fire gas, and the magnetism is lost at this temperature. Yes, so it's very professional. Okay, next page. Okay, so in this page we also discuss the physical properties. So what's the resistivity? At 20 centigrade, just a room temperature, its purity varies from 99.99% to 99.8% to 6.8 to 9.9. Okay. Magnetism. Nickel is the main component of many magnetic materials, from soft magnetic alloys with high magnetic permeability to permanent magnetic alloys with high coercivity, and its content is from 10% to 20%. Okay, so on this page we just mentioned two properties. The first one is resistivity. The second one is magnetism. Okay, next page. Okay, so on this page we discuss the chemical composition. Nickel has a more active chemical composition, but it is more stable than iron. Okay, so nickel is more stable than iron. Nickel is insoluble in water. At a normal temperature in the humid air, a dense oxide film is formed on the surface, which can prevent the body metal from continuing to oxidize. Atomic number of nickel is 28. Atomic weight is 58.59. Okay, also professional. Okay, so my dear friends here, so now we welcome to our live show on Alibaba and Facebook from EB China. So now we are holding the speech about nickel alloy. So now we are talking about the chemical composition of nickel alloy. If you have any inquiries about nickel alloy products such as nickel coins, nickel foils, nickel sheets, nickel plates, nickel castings, nickel forgings, please send an inquiry to us to mention your specification, quantity, then we'd like to make a better quotation for you. Okay, thank you. Also, please follow us on our Alibaba shop. Thank you. Okay, now let's continue to to discuss the chemical composition. Nickel is a metal with good ductility, medium hardness, and ferromagnetic metallic elements. Okay, yeah, nickel is a soft element, but it also has the hardness. Highly polished and corrosion resistant. The density of nickel, yes, is 8.9. So just we mentioned before. The melting point is 1,453 degrees. The boiling point is 2,732 centigrades. So, nickel alloy mainly are used in alloys and catalysts. Okay. Thank you. Okay, so nickel is also a slightly yellowish silver-white malleable metal. It's a transition metal with magnetism. Okay, it's this description is about nickel, pure nickel. It is blank in the air. It is blank in the air, hard in quality, strong in corrosion resistance, good in heat resistance, plasticity, and toughness. It has magnetism when the temperature is lower than 340 centigrade. Nickel is characterized by high chemical activity, good stability in air, water, alkali, and various acids, mainly due to the formation of a corrosion-resistant surface oxide film to cause passivation. Nickel will only burn in the powdery state, forming two oxides: nickel oxide, nickel 2 oxide 3, and the corresponding two hydroxides. Okay, so on this page you can see the color, the exact color of nickel, and some other physical properties. Okay, also very professional. Okay, thank you. Next page. Okay, on this page we talk about the solution. The main soluble source of nickel include nickel acetate, nickel chloride, nickel nitrate, and nickel sulfate. Nickel salt solutions usually appear green, while anhydrous nickel salts generally appear yellow or brown. Insoluble nickel salts include nickel oxalate and nickel phosphate. That's green color, and 3 kinds of nickel sulfide. NiS is a blank. Also, nickel 2 sulfur 3 is a bronze yellow, and nickel 3 sulfur 4 is a blank. Nickel will also form a large number of coordination compounds and complexes. For example, nickel methyl oxalate. This nickel salt appears bright red in acidic medium and is widely used in qualitative analysis in the field of nickel detection. Okay, next page. Okay, so on this page, we are also talk about nickel oxide. Nickel oxide, you can see the powder is a blank, it's dark. Okay, next page. Yes, this is another nickel oxide. This is green, and the shape green, and mostly is a powdery. The proportion is 6.6 to 6.8. Also, it can be used in manufacture of electronic components, storage batteries, and magnetic materials, manufacturing of enamel coatings, catalysis, and nickel salts. Okay. Many different chemical engineering applications. Okay, next page. Okay, on this page we continue to talk about nickel oxide. This is a dark green, and it's also mainly in powder, and it can soluble in acids, but insoluble in water and alkali. Okay. So this kind of nickel oxide can be used in raw materials for making nickel salt, nickel plating, also making alkaline batteries, catalysis, etc. Thank you. Okay, this is a chemical composition of the nickel. Yeah, this is a pure nickel. So you can see we have many different material grades from N2, N4, N6, N8, DN, NY1, NY2, NY3, N magnesium 0.1, N salt, and silicon 0.80. Yes. So what's the difference between N2 and N4? So Mr. Hu, can you name what's the difference between N2 and N4? Can you recognize what's the difference? So you can see these lines are for chemical composition, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, so for N2, the nickel and the cobalt, the content is more than
More than
more than 99.98%, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. But for N4, the nickel and cobalt is just 99.9%, yes? Okay, so the copper, the third line, the copper is also a little different, yes?
Yes.
Okay, the silicon is also different, and the manganese is the same.
Yeah.
Okay, the carbon is also a little different. Magnesium also different. Sulfur, same. Iron a little different. Yes.
Yeah.
The impurity is also a little different. So just a slight different. Yes. Okay. So all these standards are for pure nickel. Okay. So next page. Yes. Okay. So on this page you can see our pure nickel materials. Are these different purity. And our pure nickel can be used in the chemical electroplating, electronic fields. Also, pure nickel has poor performance in alkaline media. Its corrosion resistance is good. And pure nickel has a higher electrical conductivity. Thermal has also good thermal conductivity and plasticity than nickel-based alloys. Okay. So pure nickel can be processed into products with different shapes. the density is, so the density of pure nickel is 8.9. Yes, 8.9. Yes. Okay. So generally, we adopt the standard is GB 523585. Yes. Okay. Next page. Okay. Okay. This page we continue talking about the pure nickel. Yeah. So you can see this is a photo. Pure nickel is particularly resistant to alkali chlorine and is relatively stable in high temperature or molten alkali. So it is mainly used in the alkali industry. Nickel is extremely stable in seawater and salt solutions and organic media such as fatty acids, phenols, alcohols, etc. at room temperature. So not resistant to inorganic acid chlorine and unstable in acetic acid and formic acid. Okay, so today's speech is very informative. Okay, so a lot of knowledge. Okay, so on this page we focus on N6 nickel plates and belts. So what's the features for N6 nickel plates and belts? So Mr. Hu, can you tell us what's the features? Yes, very long words because very professional. Yes. Okay. Yes. So N6 nickel plates and belts has many different features. Such kind of metal has excellent heat-resistant chlorine of concentrated alkali solution. Yes. Okay. So it has excellent chlorine resistance to alkali and neutral solution media such as carbonates, nitrates, oxides, and acetate. Also, N6 nickel is resistant to fatty acid chlorine. So what's the application for N6 nickel plates and belts? Okay, perhaps soda industry, color alkali, chemical industry, and organic colloid production, food processing industry, high temperature halogen and salt chlorine environment, electronic instrument parts, water treatment, and various strong alkali resistant equipment. So what's the standard? What's the production standard we adopt? Could you read for us? Mm-hmm.
054.
Yes.
2005.
Yes.
here B162.
So this is a plate standard, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. How about the belt standard?
GBT2007.
Yes, good. Okay, next page. Okay, so from this page we are talking about nickel-based alloy. Yes. So on the previous page we talked about the pure nickel. So from this page we talked about nickel-based alloy. So what is nickel alloy? Such kind of alloys refer to classes of alloys that have high strength and a certain degree of oxidation and corrosion resistance at a high temperature of 650 to 1000 centigrade. According to the main performance, it is subdivided into nickel-based heat-resistant alloys, nickel-based corrosion-resistant alloys, nickel-based wear-resistant alloys, nickel-based precision alloys, and nickel-based shape memory alloys. So many different applications. According to the different substrates, superalloys are divided into iron-based superalloys, nickel-based superalloys, and cobalt-based superalloys. Among them, nickel-based superalloys are referred to as nickel-based alloys. Yes, so, okay, next page. Okay, so actually, nickel alloy is a kind of corrosion-resistant alloy. The main alloying elements are copper, chromium, and moly. It has good comprehensive performance and can resist various acid corrosion and stress corrosion. The earliest application is nickel-copper alloy, also known as Monel alloy. Okay, Monel alloy is a combination of nickel and copper alloy. Okay. So generally we mentioned Monel alloy, nickel 70, copper 30. In addition, there are also nickel chrome alloys, nickel-based heat-resistant alloys, heat-resistant corrosion alloys, corrosion-resistant alloys. Nickel moly alloy mainly refers to Hastelloy B series. Also, nickel chrome moly alloy mainly refers to Hastelloy C series, such as C276, C22, etc. At the same time, pure nickel is also a typical representative of nickel-based corrosion-resistant alloys. Okay, so on this page we talk about the wear-resistant alloy, wear-resistant feature for our nickel alloy. The main alloying elements are chromium, moly, and tungsten, but also contain a small amount of niobium, tantalum, and indium. In addition to wear resistance, its oxidation resistance, corrosion resistance, and welding performance are also good. It can produce wear-resistant parts and also can be used as a coating materials, which can be coated on the surface of other base materials through surfacing and spraying processes. So you can see nickel alloy has many different applications. Yes, it's a very useful alloy. Now we talk about precision alloy. It includes nickel-based soft magnetic alloys, nickel-based precision resistance alloys, and nickel-based electrothermal alloys. The most commonly used soft magnetic alloy is the POM alloy with about 80% nickel. Its maximum permeability and initial permeability are high, and its coelectivity is low. It is an important core material in the electronics industry. The main alloying elements of nickel-based precision resistance alloys are chromium, aluminum, and copper. This alloy has higher resistivity, lower resistivity temperature coefficient, and good curing resistance. It can be used to make resistors. Also, nickel-based electric heating alloy is a nickel alloy with 20% chromium. It has good oxidation and curing resistance and can be used for a long time at a temperature of 1000 to 1100 centigrade. Memory alloy, okay? So a nickel alloy containing 50% titanium. Its recovery temperature is 70 degrees and the shape memory effect is good. A small change in the proportion of nickel and titanium components can change the recovery temperature within the range of 30 to 100 centigrade. It is mostly used in the manufacture of self-expanding structure parts used in spacecraft, self-exciting fasteners used in the aerospace industry, and artificial heart motors used in biomedicine. So many very wide application. Okay, next page. Okay, so just now we talk about the pure nickel alloy, and now we talk about the copper nickel alloy. So the most familiar one is Monel K500 plates. What's the features for the copper nickel alloy? So Mr. Hu, can you give us an introduction about Monel K500? Precipitated. Three. Nickel 3. Yes, these sentences are very useful. K500, yes.
About 3 times
Monel. 400,
and
yes.
twice
Tensile,
tensile strength.
yes.
Higher magnitude pressures can be overtreated through the working of edge and
Hardening, yes.
K500 has the same frozen strength as Monel 400.
Yes. Okay, so you can see Monel K500 has about 3 times the yield strength of Monel 400 and twice the tensile strength, yield strength and tensile strength. So this is a very different Monel alloy. Yes. Okay. Next page. Thank you. So Also, so what's the application for Manel K500, please?
And they use the for probe shaft and then
Impellers, yes.
impellers.
Conveyors.
Conveyors oil will driving rings. Alec parts,
Yes.
value part, and also
Manufacturers.
manufacture valve heater, exchange,
Equipment.
wire, clear, either water, heater, and secure. Now, taxi, oil, tank, well, core, shelter, the low current, crash, rate in following sea water and the high experience of this volume. Monel K 100 is suitable for manufacturing seawater restaurant, San Pedro shaft. It is suitable for drag and follow rare seawater.
Okay, so what's the standard we adopt to produce the Manel alloy?
ASTM B 865 AMS 4676.
Okay, thank you. Thanks for Mr. Hu's introduction. Just now we talk about the Manel K500, the application. And okay, so my dear friends, if you have any inquiries about Manel K500, Manel 400 parts, please feel free to contact us, to send us the inquiry. Yes, about Manel K500 and Manel 400 alloys. Okay, thank you. So also please follow us on Alibaba Shop. Okay, thank you. So on this page you can see the chemical composition for Manel K500. You can see Manel K500. Also we call the nickel 68 copper 28 aluminum. The nickel is 66.5%. The iron content is 100.25%. The carbon is 0.13%. The silicon is 0.25% to 1.6%, and the manganese is 0.775%, and the copper is 29.5%. Okay, so you can see the nickel and copper, occupies the main contents. Also, another Manel K500, also another slight different material grade we call nickel 68, copper 28, silicon 4. So the nickel content is 64%. The iron content is 2%, and the carbon is 0.8%. The silicon is 400%. Manganese is just 0.8%, and the copper is 29%. The sulfur is 0.008%. Yes, you can see the slight difference between Manel K5 and two Manel K500 alloys. Very slight difference. Okay, on this page we talk about the copper Copper nickel alloy, also Manal 400 plates and belts. Okay, so what's the feature for the Manal 400? So Mr. Hu, could you please introduce for us?
It is a nickel-based alloy.
You can stand here because you know the screen is here. You can see.
It is a nickel-based alloy with battery, which is used in seawater treatment, solvent, and for true.
You should speak loud.
Grain had cruder and white actual metal such as sulfuric tride, hydrofluoric acid, acid, propic acid, overacid acid, alkali metal, salt, and monomer. Salt has good oxide residues. The file of critical and matrix environment. It can be used to matrix waste. To extract creatinine, brewer, feed water, valves, well the creatinine proteins and the glucose lines, battery, tubing, and various The extent standard is ASTM B564 and ASTM B is 127.
这个显示不出来。
So, okay, so Mr. Hu just finished the introduction of the Manal 400 alloy. Okay, so next page. Okay, thank you. So, you know, this is our photos for the Manal 400 products. You know, this is the Manal 400 coils. This is the thread.
支架不对。
Manal bolts, screws, fasteners, and thread rods. Now this is Manal rods, round bars. This is Manal castings. This is a flange. Okay, so you know if you have any inquiries about Manal 400 products, please feel free to contact us to send us your Manal materials, quantities. Then we would like to quote you the best prices. Okay. So the next page is about nickel foil. So now we'd like to introduce some more information about the nickel foil. So what's the specification for nickel foil? The width. What's the width? Width is from 2 millimeter. 2 millimeter to 330 millimeter. Yes. So what's the thickness?
0.05 to 1 millimeter.
Yeah, you can see the nickel foil. Yeah. Oh, yeah. What's the length?
Long than 3,000
Millimeter, yes.
millimeter.
Okay. So what's the features for our nickel foil?
Wood growth, duty, solder, ability.
So So what's the application for the nickel foil?
Food process. Food process. Yeah. Equipment. Salt, refine. Element. And manual development equipment. Required for the producing of introduced solder. Hydrates. On the high temperature environment, about 300 degrees, producing organic or ingredient. And the flow rise and prepared parts in heat treatment furnace.
Yeah, furnaces. Okay, so this is our nickel foils. Nickel foils, you can see the thickness, the width, and the length. Yes, we can customize the size of our nickel foil for you. So, okay, so next page. So any inquiries about our nickel foils, please send us the inquiry. Also follow us on our Alibaba shop. Thank you. Okay, now this is the production. Oh, this is a video. Can you yeah. Here. Okay. This is the video for our production process for nickel foil. You can see. Yeah, this is our production equipment. Yeah, you can see the nickel foil is rotating. Yeah, very long, yeah, long nickel foils. Yes, all the production equipments are automatic. Okay. Okay, so what's the application field for our nickel foils? Okay.
Nickel has user resistance. It is often used in point nickel crack batteries, countries, nickel.
Mm-hmm.
Batteries contact nickel.
Okay, good. Thank you. Okay, next page. Okay. So also, on this page we also talk about the application field about nickel foils. So what's the other applications?
Mainly used in oil
Mm-hmm.
and factory and test can be used to make money. Painting or on other materials can prevent rust.
Mm-hmm. Okay, good. So next page. Also on this page we also continue to discuss the application field. Okay, please.
Electric nickel is metal supposed by electric stands, street, and various spring made of electric nail and while used in aircraft, spacecraft, machines, and manufacturing, medical inventory, country, and other fields.
Okay, so electrolytic nickel, yes, it's a very important application. Okay, so next page. Okay, this product, we check the size. for our nickel coils. These products we delivered to our customers in Israel. So you can see the nickel foils. What's the purity for our nickel foils?
More than 90.90%.
Okay, so what's the size for our nickel foils?
0.1, 27.
And what's the thickness? 10 millimeter, yes. Okay, so another size.
1,
Mhm.
0.127.
Yes. What's the thickness?
40 millimeters.
Yes. So what's the hardness? This is a Y4, yes. Okay, so next page. Just now, our customer, Israeli customer, has ordered such kind of nickel foils from us many times. Okay, so this is our material inspection report. This is our nickel foil products photos. You can see this is our inspection report. In our inspection report, you can see we mentioned the name of the product name, also the specification and the production date, the executed standard, the heat number, also the chemical composition, the hardness, actual value for hardness. Yes. Okay, the surface quality, the thickness, the actual value for thickness, and the width, actual value for the width, and the conclusion. Okay, all this shown on our inspection report. Okay, next page. Okay, this is a video. Okay, so I'd like to show you the video. This is nickel foils. Yeah, you can see the color is you can see gray, silver. Yeah, it's foils in coils. Okay, thank you. Thanks for the video. Okay. Yes, so far we talked about the nickel alloy. Yes, nickel alloy. So firstly, we talk about the pure nickel. The pure nickel. Then we talk about the nickel alloy. Nickel alloy. Later we focus on the Monel K500 and the Monel 400 plates, sheets, coils, foils. Okay, so any more information? Okay, thank you. Okay, so you can see this is the nickel foils. You can see the thickness, the width, and the length. Coils by coils. Yes. Okay. So also, for nickel alloy, I'd like to show you more. Okay. Could you get more? Okay, good. Thank you. Yeah, okay, that's okay. Could you please get some tips from the tooling boxes? Okay, so you can see, nickel alloy is a very useful alloy, and it has many different applications. Actually, nickel can be used to make castings and forgings. This is investment casting parts. Yes, we make these parts with wax loss cast process, and you can see the precision is very high. The precision is very high. The surface quality is very good because we use very precision cast process to make the parts, and actually the material grade for this parts is nickel 718 alloy. So these parts are used in centrifuge machine. Okay, it will be will be used to separate the metals in very high speed. So it requires a very high corrosion resistance, also the wear resistance. Okay, you can see. Okay, yeah. Also, this is investment cast parts. So you can see, yeah, we can make the nickel alloy parts as per your drawings. This is the bolt holes. Yes. Okay. Did you get some signs, some tips? No. Okay. You can see very high surface quality. Okay. So if you have any inquiries about nickel alloy castings and forges, just send us an inquiry about your drawings, your size, your specifications, quantities. Then we'd like to quote you the best prices for you. Okay. Thank you. Turn to the first page. You'll find the Monel. Okay. Now this is a Monel 400, Monel 400 bolts. You can see the color. Yes, it's Monel 500. Monel 400 screws has very good corrosion resistance. Okay, so thanks for all of you watching our live show about nickel alloy from EB China. Today we have many different live show about our EB China products. So the first one is our nickel alloy parts. If you have any inquiries or if you are interested in our nickel alloy, just leave message for us and leave inquiries to us, and we'd like to quote you the best prices for you. Thank you. Also, do not forget to follow us on our Alibaba shop. Okay, thank you. Thanks for watching. So now we'd like to welcome our colleague. So yes, to make the second live show for us. Okay. So Shelly is preparing for her presentation, and okay, so we just wait here for her speech. Okay. EB China is not only produce the nickel alloy parts. Also, we produce the cobalt alloy parts. So yes. So next one, Okay, thank you. Next one, Shelley will, make the speech for us about cobalt alloy. Okay. Okay, thank you. Thanks. Okay.
没有声音器吗？两个管子好啊。
Hello everyone, this is Shelly from AB China. Welcome to our lecture today about cobalt alloy and dental alloy.
Okay, so Shelley, so this is Chinese New Year. Okay, okay, so more beautiful here. Okay, thank you. Good.
Okay. Today I will introduce two parts. One is cobalt alloy and the other is dental alloy. For cobalt alloy, please you can see the stained bars and the seats. About the material of stannite. Stannite is a hard alloy that can withstand various types of wear and clothing and high temperature oxidation, commonly known as cobalt, chromium, and tungsten. I'd like to share some material for stannite. Please check our PPT. You can see the first composition is stannite 3, and the second is stannite 4. The third is stannite 6. And the first is stannite 12, and the last is stannite 20. The next, the products for stannite. For stannite burst is a cobalt alloy. The hardness is HRC 45 to HRC 55, and the most used material is stannite 20. For stannite 6, the material of the website is generally lower than the material of the website bars, and the material is stannite 3 or A3. The photos for stannite bars and seats. I will prepare some videos for stannite bars and seats. These videos for stannite bars. This video process. This furnace is painting furnace for stannite bars and seats. About painting furnace, we have two types. One is cotton and the other is wooden bars. The next, I'd like to share some test report for stannite bars and seats. Please check this test report. For test report, the diameter is 31.75 millimeter, and the material is A3 or stannite 3. Please check the chemical composition. And the hardness is 59 HRC. Okay. The next, I'd like to share some signs for standard births and seeds. About standard births and seeds, we have many signs in our country. For cobalt alloy births, we have many signs, such as diameter 15.88 millimeter, diameter 19.05 millimeter, diameter 21.23 millimeter, diameter 23.83 millimeter, diameter 25.4 millimeter, diameter 28.575 millimeter, diameter 31.75 millimeter, diameter 34.925 millimeter, diameter 38.1 millimeter, diameter 42.88 millimeter, and diameter 15.8 millimeter. For cobalt alloy seeds, we have also many sizes, such as diameter 23.32 millimeter and the inner diameter 30.97 millimeter and the height 5.7 millimeter. I have some samples for standard births and seeds. This photo is standard births. You can see the material is standard 20 and the surface is G100. The size is diameter 50.8 millimeter. Okay. Another one. This product is standard birth and the material is standard 20. The surface is 1G100. The size is diameter 15.88 millimeter. This product is standard 6. The material is standard 3. For export for standard births and seeds, we have exported the standard value births and seeds to many countries, such as USA, UK, Italy, Spain, Brazil, and Australia, and other countries. Our customers have very good feedback on our standard births and seeds. Looking forward to your order about standard births and seeds. If you have any inquiry for standard births and seeds, please follow us I'd like to prepare for you as soon as possible. The next, I'd like to show some dental alloy. For dental alloy, we have nickel dental alloy and cobalt dental alloy. The casting process of dental alloy bars is investment casting, also known as Noster-wax casting method. The basic process is to first make a wax model from wax or plastic. The surface of the wax model is coated with an embedding material to make the casting model, and then the molten alloy is cast into the casting cavity inside, forming a casting. Let's check chemical composition. The first is cobalt chromium dental alloy. The second is nickel chromium dental alloy. The next, demount distribution of dental alloy. The market for the dental alloy is very good because of the widespread dental industry. The demand for dental alloy has increased. As we all know, there are many kinds of dental alloy materials. Today, we share some demand for dental alloy of various materials. Please check our PPT. This one is nickel dental alloy, accounted for 59% of the world, and this area is cobalt dental alloy, accounted for 31% of the world, and the other area is nickel beryllium containing dental alloy, accounted for 7% of the world, and the balance accounted for 3% of the world. I will show some photos for dental alloy. Okay, next is videos for dental alloy. This video is nickel chromium dental alloy. Okay. Next video. This video is cobalt chromium dental alloy. I'd like to show some samples for dental alloy. We have two dental alloy. This one is nickel chromium dental alloy. You can see. The diameter is 6 millimeter, and the length is 8 millimeter. And this one is cobalt chromium dental alloy. You can see the diameter is 9 millimeter and the length is 6 millimeter. Okay, if you have any inquiry for dental alloy, please follow us. Okay, that's all for my speech now. Thank you for your valuable time. Welcome to our next live show. The next live show is my colleague Joyce. Thank you. Thanks for your Joyce. What's our logo? Yes. Okay.
Okay, thanks for Sherry's wonderful speech. Now I will introduce you the metal cover produced by our company. First, I will introduce you the advantages of nickel iron. It has good toughness. The impact value is similar to that of medium carbon steel, which is more than 10 times of gray iron plate, and it has high strength. The tensile strength is more than 420 MPa. The yield strength is more than 300 MPa. The same as the low carbon steel, 3 times of the gray iron plate. It has good plastic. The elongation is more than 7%, similar to high carbon steel, and the gray iron plate elongation is almost 0. It also has strong corrosion resistance. In the water spray corrosion test, the corrosion amount in 90 days is only for 1/40 of steel pipe and 1/10 of the gray iron pipe. The service life is twice that of gray iron pipe and 5 times that of ordinary steel pipe. It also has good damping and low cost. Because of the new modular graphite micro construction of modular cast iron, the superior to cast steel in reducing vibration. An important reason for choosing superior graphite cast iron is such kind of cast iron has a lower cost than cast steel. The low cost of modular cast iron makes this material more popular. The casting efficiency is higher, and the machine cost of modular cast iron is also reduced. Now, I will introduce you the characteristics of vertical iron manhole covers. It is no noise during service in line with the environmental requirements. The contact surface between the body and the ring is almost zero. We adopt three processes to assure 100% seamless match to eliminate the noise when the vehicles are passing by. The tensile strength, toughness, strong bearing force is about several times that of ordinary cast iron, which are close to the material of steel. The carrying capacity is much better than the national standard. As you know, our national standard is 360 kN. It can withstand all kinds of heavy trunk rolling. It can efficiently prevent the accident from the failure of manhole covers. It is very safety and non-slip cast process. These are features of vertical iron grill covers. It has bigger bearing capacity, better anti-theft capacity, and better fixing performance. It will not be lifted or washed away by rainwater during heavy rain. The material is generally cast iron with a gap in the middle to facilitate the smooth flow of water into the well. And there is generally a row of strong sticks to block dirt or other debris. It is easy construction, light in weight, better in load bearing, and it is very useful and durable after hot deep treatment. It is better anti-corrosion. We adopt a hinge connection or hook connection, which is easy to open and has anti-theft function. Now you can see on our screen that this is the standard of our manhole cover. Our manhole cover complies with EN 124 standard for A15. The bearing capacity is about 1.5 tons. The application field is pedestrians and bicycles for B125. The bearing capacity is about 12.5. The application is free passes, pedestrian areas, parks, and parking platforms. For C250, the bearing capacity is about 25 tons, and it is suitable for pitches beside the road. For D400, the bearing capacity is about 40 tons, and the bearing capacity field is the application fields are roadway, carriageways, and the parking area. For E600, the bearing capacity is about 60 tons, and it is suitable for aircraft hangars and flight runways. For F900, the bearing capacity is 90 tons, and it is suitable for airstrip. Next, I will introduce you. I will recommend some size and shapes of our manhole covers. bearing capacity is 1.5 tons. I will plan this for you. The first one, the out diameter is 400 millimeter. The cover diameter is 280 millimeter. The clear opening is 245 millimeter. The depth is 25 millimeter. The unit weight is about 6.5 kilograms. The second one, the out diameter is 400 millimeter. The cover diameter is 380 millimeter. The clear opening is 340 millimeter. The depth is 25 millimeter. The unit weight is about 12.5 kilograms. For this one, the out diameter is 500 millimeter, and the cover diameter is 390 millimeter. The clear opening is 330 millimeter. The depth is 60 millimeter, and the unit weight is about 65 tons. The last one, the out diameter is 600 millimeter. The cover diameter is 495 millimeter. The clear opening is 430 millimeter. The depth for this one is 60 millimeter, and the unit weight is about 23.5 kilograms. Suppose if you need the bearing capacity is about 12.5 tons, I will make two kinds to you. This one, the first one is round, and the out diameter for this one is 750 millimeter. The cover diameter is 600 millimeter. The clear opening is 570 millimeter. The depth is 15 millimeter, and the unit weight is about 34 kilograms. Another one, the out diameter is 1,000 millimeter. The cover diameter is 755 millimeter. The clear opening is 700 millimeter. The depth is 70 millimeter, and the unit weight is 70 kilograms. And this one is the shape for this one is square. The out diameter is 400 millimeter. The cover diameter is 340 millimeter. The depth for this one is 30 millimeter, and the unit weight for this one is 9 kilograms. So this another size is the out diameter is 500 millimeter. The cover diameter is 440 millimeter. The clear opening is 400 millimeter. The depth is 35 millimeter. The unit weight is about 15 kilograms. For this is suitable for this are suitable for the bearing capacity of 25 tons. If you need the first one, the out diameter is 900 millimeter, and another the out diameter is 800 millimeter. For this one, the out diameter is 750 millimeter. The clear opening is 600 millimeter, and the depth is 80 millimeter. The unit weight is 55 kilograms. And next one, the out diameter is 750 millimeter. The cover diameter is 635 millimeter. The clear opening is 600 millimeter. The depth is 100 millimeter, and the unit weight for this one is 53 kilogram. For if you need the bearing capacity of 40 tons, the first one's diameter is 650 millimeter. The color diameter is 540 millimeter. The clear opening is 410 millimeter. The depth is 100 millimeter. The unit weight is about 58 kilogram. Another one, the outer diameter is 850 millimeter. The cover diameter is 635 millimeter. The clear opening is 600 millimeter. The depth is 100 millimeter. The unit weight is about 65 kilogram. You can see it's very beautiful. You can see that picture is very beautiful. If you need the bearing capacity is 60 tons, I recommend 3 kinds to you. The first one, diameter is 900 millimeter. The cover diameter is 700 millimeter. The clear opening is 650 millimeter. The depth is 100 millimeter. The unit weight is 85 kilogram. The second one, the outer diameter is 930 millimeter. The cover diameter is 845 millimeter. The clear opening is 800 millimeter. The depth is 120 millimeter. The unit weight is 170 kilogram. The last one, the length for this one is 1,390 millimeter. The width is 860 millimeter. The depth for this one is 150 millimeter. The unit weight is 430 kilogram. Next, the bearing capacity is about 90 tons. This one is suitable for L strip, and the length for I recommend you is 560 millimeter. The width is 460 millimeter. The depth is 45 millimeter. The unit weight is about 40 kilogram. Now I will recommend some grill covers to you. If you need the bearing capacity is 1.5 tons. The length I recommend you is 500 millimeter. The width is 300 millimeter. The depth is 27 millimeter. The unit weight is about 6.5 kilogram. The second one, the bearing capacity for this one is about 5 tons. The outer diameter is 330 millimeter. The cover diameter is 350 millimeter. The clear opening is 300 millimeter, and the unit weight is about 9 kilogram. Another one, the third one, the bearing capacity is about 12.5 tons. depth for this one is 50 millimeter, and the unit weight is about 30 kilogram. If you need the bearing capacity of 25 tons, this one, I think this one is suitable for you. The out diameter, the length for this one is 630 millimeters. The width is 465 millimeters. The depth for this one is 40 millimeter, and the unit weight is about 23.5 kilogram. The last one, for this one, the bearing capacity is 40 tons. The bearing, the out diameter, the length for this one is 760 millimeter. The width is 295 millimeter. The depth is 220 millimeter. The unit weight is about 43 kilograms. Certainly, we have not only this size of product, but also many other sizes. For the time reasons, we only introduce this. We can also customize various sizes of ductile iron covers and floor covers according to the silent requirements. So if you have any inquiry, please follow our shop and send your inquiry to us. We will try to quote you as soon as possible. Next, I will show some videos to you. The first one, this is a video for our production plant. Next, this is our factory smelting furnace. And you can see in the video, we are powering. The last video, this is our flow chart. First, we will do short black and then polish the after finish product assembly. We will do, as you can see the screen, we are assemble the main package, and then we will do anti-rust treatment. Okay, that's all for my speech. Now, I will now welcome to my colleague John to come here to start his wonderful speech. John, please come here.
红围巾在长腿上，先别弄上，先看完再弄，站着。来吧，要垫脚，我能拍到脚了。算了，不拍你脚了。对，垫起来了，坚持住。来，1、2、3，非常好，这个脚垫，刚刚高度刚刚好。
跟我想的地板接近一头。
垫的刚刚好高度。
就他落下来，
John will give us a speech about the boats, high-strength boats, and nuts. Okay, thanks for his speech.
就这样。
Hello, this is John from China. Today I will show our boat and nuts. And first I will check our high strength boats. EB Boats. EB is our company, and our boats and material have carbon steel and online steel and SS steel and special online steel. And our side is from M20 to M100. And our level is from 4.6 to 20.9. And our boots long side. Now we have from 20 millimeter to 1,000 millimeter. And we often usually use the forging progress to make our boats. First of all, our cobble mill boats. Cobble mill boats are widely used in the large steel mills, cement mills, and large cement mills, cobble mills. And the material we often use the 14 chrome, and the grade is more than 10.9. And another material is 14.2 chrome moles, and the grade is more than 20.9. And another material is 55 steel. But that grade is only 8.8. Yes. Please look our photos. These photos is our cement mill spots and some washer, and we do check our both side. And check our washer. And see our video. This is our Fuji our nuts, big nuts. this knot size is big. This size is about M56 and with 4G. But this is only blank. This knot is no machine. Yes, we use our progress in the 4G. Yes. And our cement mills like these boats. These boats also is our cement boats. And this is big, and this size is about M48. This material we used the 14 chromo, and the grade is more than 10.9. And we can check this boat. We can move this our trace. Looks very beautiful. And our especially hand under. Yes. This is long. And this long is about 6'8", and the wide is about 48. Yes, we can check the size. This is 16.8, and the 58. And we also have some symbol like this. This material is 14 pound steel, and the grade is 9.9. This boat is 4 trays, and the size is about M30. You can look at this side. Yes. And the long is about longer is about 250. And this hand, station hand. Yes, this is our Type 3 boats. You can look at this side. This is M36. And this material we used the 42 chromo moly, and the grade is very important. 20.39. Yes, we can. Check this. We also have some small boats. Only high-strung boats that usually use shortliner and viewliner. We can look at these small boats. This size is also M30 and but is long, only 120. And this material is 14.5 steel, and we can look at this mask. The mask is 9.8.8. That means the boat's level is 19.9. And this is our small boats. This boat is M20 and long is only 19.5. This line is 75. We can look at this picture. And we often use these boats with our well-plate shortliners. Yes, like this. And we often use the six hand boats. We use the 4J progress. Also use the 4J progress. Yes, I use this process. And our fortress boats. Like this. No hand, all the tricks, and they can make 2 knots when set. About our high-strung boats that should be used high-strung knots like this. These nuts. These nuts size is M30, and we use the M30 bolts. Yes. This is very easy. This is rubber wash and the cabin wash. This is our one shake. Unshake boats we usually including one boats, one nuts, one wash, and rubber wash. And we also have another box that have lock. This side also is M30. I can show it. Yes, like this. This is a shifter lock. Nuts. We also have stainless steel bolts, and we use very good and we often use the material in the SS304 and SS316 and SS2205 material. And we can look at our photos. And now we check our side. The hand side is 50 millimeter, and we check our wash number and check our long side. The long side is 136.6, and we can look this photo when sent.